When the National Geographic Society was founded in 1888, the 33 founders' mission was created with the purpose to ensure the increase and diffusion of geographic knowledge. With such a broad mission, the founders knew they had to deliver. Starting out as a wildlife photographer, Israel Russell led the first National Geographic Society expedition with support from the Society, as well as the United States Geological Survey. He was tasked with exploring Alaska, particularly Mount St. Elias. Russell's exploration set the stage for every National Geographic expedition after his. He perfectly exemplifies the mission. He brought forth mappings and detailed records of his discoveries. In doing so, he successfully increased and diffused his geographical knowledge with the Society's help. He is National Geographic's first storyteller. When given the proper tools and backing, Russell was able to tell his story. In the first magazine of the new year, National Geographic Living Longer and Better, the current CEO, Jill Tiefenholler, mentions the 135th anniversary of the National Geographic Society this January. She connects the longevity of people and cultures mentioned in the magazine with the longevity of the company. She plans to use the decades of knowledge that the company has to continue to make them better. With more stories to prevent dangerous climate change, involve more people of color in explorations and storytelling, and making exploration more accessible with programs and events. A good story is one that appeals to one's emotions. Facts are important in a story, but the way one tells it is the difference between an audience is captivated or not. A story I've heard my whole life is that of the beach. My hometown, Pastorshay, Mississippi, is home to the longest and largest man-made beaches and seawalls. The seawalls were first built in 1924 and have continued to serve our seaside city from terrible surges. I've explored this beach and its vegetation. Knowing the history of this beach and this town is extremely valuable to me. When people think of Mississippi, they might think of poverty or fields, but there is rich history surrounding the Mississippi Gulf Coast and how it came to be. In Red, White, and Blue Zones by Dan Buettner in the Explorer section of the Living Longer and Better magazine, Buettner details his exploration of the parts of the world where people live the longest. These areas are called Blue Zones. All the Blue Zones are outside the United States, but Buettner located Native American, Asian, African American, and Mexican chefs that cooked tailored to the Blue Zone diet. Many cultures view cooking as a way to connect with their ancestors. Stories are told, recipes are transcribed, and they are passed down from generation to generation. This, coupled with the need to preserve history, is important to storytellers. Storytelling creates traditions. Storytelling is how we connect with one another on the smallest and largest scale. It brings people together. With the help of National Geographic, Buettner was able to write The Blue Zones, American Kitchen, 100 Recipes. The cookbook allowed him to bridge the gap between international cuisine and ingredients most American families have in their homes. The Red, White, and Blue Zone story helped me remember how history and storytelling have impacted me. Each of these things go hand in hand. With these healthy recipes, the people of these communities are able to live longer and continue to pass down recipes and wisdom. This story made me especially be involved in National Geographic because of their reach. They fund people and projects that they believe in. With this partnership, I hope to do the same. By getting the opportunity to take part in the National Geographic Media Scholarship Program, I will be able to take pride in the fact that the company believes in me. The work they do is evident everywhere. I want to be a part of something that recognizes the potential of students at historically black colleges and universities. I want to be a part of that in Washington, D.C., summer 2023. I want to be surrounded by educators, mentors, and people who look like me. This opportunity will impact me as a storyteller by giving me the chance to see different perspectives and broaden my mind by giving me new experiences. I have never been to DC, so I'd experience that for the first time as well. This opportunity would provide me with a jumping off point. It will show me how much I am capable of. It would allow me to get a taste of what my life could be like as I pursue my career as a storyteller. This opportunity would affect me at the utmost level. Like the explorers that have worked or continue to work for National Geographic, I have the plan, I just need the platform.